Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Vintage Story Legendale. Happy Saturday, y'all. Still got a couple of mod hang-ups in the loading screen. That's okay, I'm sure that'll work out in time. Welcome to our rainy, crowded world. I have been over to that ruin that we found and have been systematically stripping it of its items. So I have the windows and the fences and the beams and some of the logs. I'm not even close to being done retrieving the items. I just ran out of room to put it. Look, it had an aged lightning rod on top, which looks really cool. Also, I don't know if I have the coffin lid anymore, but I found the coffin that goes with the lid. And you need these, in case it was unclear, not just because they're creepy and cool for vintage story lore, you need them to make steel. So, it'd be nice if we didn't have to make them. Hi there. Good morning. How is everyone today? I also have big plans today. So, that's going to involve moving everything that's around me, which is not particularly fun to watch, but it's Saturday. We'll just call it a logistics stream. Building and logistics. We're also going to go out and grab some surface copper because we can. I extended the fences around our little garden because the deer were getting nosy. And goodness knows, I actually don't want to give them a free lunch today. Let me get chat open here so I can say good morning, everyone. Kirk, my friend, how are you doing? Playing some vintage story. I'm so excited. Oops. Let me get a third person here. Right. Okay, so I've done some. You might notice our staircase is a little different because I've done some planning. Dun. So this is gonna be. We need to make cobble today, which is the other reason we're getting copper. Because if I have to dig down into the ground to get copper, I might as well get some stones. We have plenty of clay. I went out and got more clay. We got like 900 clay, but to make cobblestone, I need the rocks. So we're gonna twofold. Our harvesting today is twofold purpose. So this is supposed to represent a round tower. Like it eventually will be our workshop tower. So it'll be a little like you come in here. Also, I brought the forge that was over at that ruin. I was watching the video back. I walked right over the top of it. And we have a little work area. This will all be cobble and stone. I was just laying out the plan. And then this is our new pit kiln room. / bloomery room, right? So it's just a tower. It's a little 5x5, right? Or yeah, the interior is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exterior 7x7. Kirk says grumble up at 5:30 on a Saturday. Grumble. Hey, my alarm went off and I was like, what was I thinking? And then I thought, there just aren't enough hours in the day anymore for me to play all the games I want to play with y'all. That's what's happening. Even physics yesterday, she's like, you're streaming at night? And I said, just like once or twice a week. We got too much going on. I also made a bunch of other, these are all the molds that were in there, and I just had to move crap out of the forge. I made flower pots. I might have gotten a little, bored waiting for stuff. While I was waiting for stuff in the pit kiln to cook, you'll notice it's June 2nd, right? I've been at this a while. And I might skip like 5 days or something working. I made new oil lamps. I made flower pots. I moved the peat out here just to get it out of our way. I'm probably going to do the same thing for the ceramic. The idea is, I want something kind of whimsical wrapped around this tree, right? We're going to cut this back to be more round. when we make our first chisel finally. So there'll be a round tower, probably 2 stories. The second story is going to stick out a little more with maybe the workshop above it. We might, like this might be, we could put a little windmill at the top of it. But the idea is that the stairs, they'll be ricketier and cool. Right now it's just placeholders. The stairs will wrap around this. This space isn't going to exist anymore, right? Like the tower's going to take it over. The stairs will wrap around. Look, they've already got grass on them. Our existing floor will be, and I'm going to make it match the tower. But I didn't want to do any more in rammed earth because I think the existing stairs are going to wrap around until we get to this level where this first branch is. And that's the level we're going to build out on. That's the actual house level. But I didn't want to tear anything down until I figured out how to make... Once this goes... So we're just going to start this. Like, we don't need the front porchy piece. But I don't have cobblestone yet to build anything. So I didn't really build it out of wood when I was just going to knock it down. But I suspect these stairs will be more like... I don't have any of my dirt on me. What is happening? Where is crappy dirt? There we go. These stairs will go like this, right? Like they'll be up here. And then, okay, and then we might be flat right here. Maybe a little turny roundy point, and then they'll keep going to get us up to this level. And this is where we live. Except there's stuff in the way. But I don't want to hurt too much. Like if I knock down one of those pieces of wood, we're screwed. So maybe it's flat here. And then we go up. Oh, nope, there's still a log. I think maybe we'll live one level below. Maybe that's a pain in the butt and I should just live one level below. Maybe this can be bedrooms up here. Not main room, especially given how awkward this is. But welcome to Winnie's brain journey this morning. I haven't had any tea yet. But I've been thinking about this build all night. And I'm got a little stymied. I'm hoping that my having y'all hanging out with me will make my brain come up with something fun. Yep. But it requires, like, I'm even scared to cut this off. Okay, that's fine. Goodness. I think all the stuff we've added is okay to cut down. But I thought if I would get the workshop done, if I had cobble, I would be... And a saw. A saw. That's really the thing I'm waiting on. That's why we need to go get copper, because I have 16 nuggets of copper, and that's not enough to do anything with. Right? Can I just hide you in there? That's great. So let's go do that. All the copper we've marked. Do I have a place to cook it? No. Let's do that first. I wanna do ore processing down where the ore is. Yes. Because, let's see. Firewood? Yes, let's put a bunch of firewood down there. Like maybe that. You know what? Let's just move all of our firewood down there. Except for maybe a tiny bit. And then, oh good, that rotted. I'm rotting the berries. Because I would like the compost. So I'm storing, like somewhere, I'm storing our rot. Because we don't need the berries, really. I went out and did another food run. Found some mushrooms, like a bunch of fennel. And some spelt and flax and amaranth grain. We're eating a lot of porridge. I'm gonna tell you right now. Lots of porridge. Till our first crops come in. What am I looking for? Firewood. And the metal. Where are you? Here. You know what? Let's just take this basket downstairs. Since I have to get it out of there anyway, I might as well start storing stuff here. Yes, sure. right? That's where we're gonna put metal. What? Oh yeah, firewood. Preferably where I won't actually set it on fire. So maybe firewood can be aging. No, I don't even want it that close. It'll totally burn up. Maybe firewood becomes the window. I like doing that sometimes. Have the material that we need to save become the window. Yeah, nice. That dirt. Also, had I been thinking rationally, okay, basket will set on fire. I need to have not burnable items in here as storage. What the heck? What are you? Yeah. Do you have enough room for some of these? Yes. Just want to see, I have 17 nuggets. Let's put this in here as our metal storage because it won't burn up. And you will. Let's put you outside. We're basically gonna move everything in the house down here on the ground so I can build. That's kind of where that's gonna go. I can already tell. We'll do a little of that and let's go get some copper. You haven't had any coffee yet either. The kettle is on. You may make real coffee in the French press. Ooh, that'd be fancy. God, there's so much crap. I don't even know where to start. Let's move the crucible down there. Let's move the tools off the wall. So those can definitely go in the workshop. So we'll put you there. Put our tools up here. Let's make another tool rack. Or 6. Put the stuff I'm not using right now. Like the hoe, the extra knife. The extra fence. I'm sure there's a place for that somewhere. Should I bring my oil lamp? No. What time is it? Noon. And it's raining. See, like all of these. The little baskets of crap. Which is okay. Like, we need a saw. I need a saw because I need chests. Just saying. What else can we get down there? These. I love the carry-on mod. Can I just say how much I love the carry-on mod? And this will help me understand what kind of storage I need. Oh, I also turned those 2 fox pelts into... Sorry, wolf pelts into pelts. Like I used 2 of our rendered fat. Because they were gonna expire before I could get my hands on anything. Just stick them in there. Are they done? Yeah, pelt. So they're preserved. They won't rot anymore. That's muy importante. So welcome to Saturday Morning with Winnie. I would love to find another bin to put these in. Aged crate. That's the word I'm looking for. Right now, you can see I might have gotten some peat. Can never have too much. Thank goodness the weather doesn't actually affect your items. That can go away. I made more crocs so we can have more food. What are you? You're like random crap. You can come out of here. I'm gonna leave the food there by the fireplace so that we can actually cook food for a second. But I suppose we could just live under a tree for a minute. Let me just set you. Let me just set you anywhere. Anywhere. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's go get some copper. Now that we have a place for the crucible to cook. And let's see, there should be some like right here. Yes, yes. The carrots are still stuck on. Down we go. Shouldn't be that far. Ooh, it's slate. Are we gonna build us? Apparently we're gonna build out a slate. Where is my copper game? There it is. What are you? Medium. Nice. I shall put a light in my hand so that you can see. Okay, we're making slate cobble apparently. Unless I go further down. That'll be cool. A little dark house. Okay, you ground your coffee for the press. Good job. It's steeping now. Very nice. I'm digging, digging, digging. Wow, this is a nice little node. What? Yeah, slate. Okay, apparently we're having a slate starter house. Who knew? That might be nice with the redwood. I typically will use it for roofing because it's so great. But cobble works too. And like I said, I'm going to just take a minute. Also, my stack sizes are working. Yay! I don't know why it didn't take the first time. I made sure that the file... I changed it both the client side and the server side this time. So that seemed to have fixed it. And I think we get up to 128 of the stone. It might be... Oh no, we have 256. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna keep digging. Just a little, and then we'll go after more copper, and I will delete this because we're not going to be back in here, and delete that, and delete that. And what did you do? Just made a mob farm under my base. That's fine. They can just live down there. You know what I don't have is ladders. I think we'll be fine. Okay, do I want to dig here? Probably not. I'm going to just delete this one because I don't want to dig near my pond. Let's go over here. Only I don't think we can dig next to the trader, so let's go over here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. There we are. Down we go. Do you have to tell me a dog story? You went out Thursday, got some cucumber, squash, zucchini, peeled it, gave the dog slices of cucumber. That's nice. Ooh, more medium. That's great. Oh, granite. Okay, we might get some granite for our cobble and use slate as an accent. You're walking across the kitchen for a Ziploc bag. Louis jumps up, tries to steal the cucumber out of your hand. You've turned your dog into a salad dog. I like salad, Dad. Give me more salad. That's hilarious. Really funny that he tried to steal it from you. Okay, I'm gonna grab some granite. Yeah. I also installed another mod called Trash. And this will let me trash things when we're in a ruin. Like with all the broken pieces and stuff. So I don't have to run around. And I spent like an hour running over to the edge and throwing broken stuff off the side into a pond. And I was like, this is dumb. I know they're trash mods. Let me go find one. So it's out of date, but it seems to be working. Hopefully, I'm not going to use the filter. I'm just going to use the trash slot because I don't trust the filter not to empty my inventory. And part of the problem is that all of the little goodies in ruins are all kind of, if you know what ore dictionarying is, so like all stone has a tag on it called stone, right? All clutter has a tag on it called clutter, whether it's a piece of broken pottery or a nice table or lantern or something. So if you put any kind of clutter, like if you put the broken clutter in a trash filter, if it hasn't been coded correctly, and I don't think it can be, given the tag system, then all the good clutter gets trashed too. And that's no bueno, because Winnie uses it for decoration. Like even a pair of ancient crates looks good sitting outside of a blacksmith on the ground, right? It's for our immersion purposes. If I had ladders, I would dig down and look at and see what our different rock layers are. But we're granite and slate right now, which is great. Granite's a nice, it's a beautiful cobble. I think I've lived near andesite before. Ooh, I think I just ran into another copper node over here. Lucky. That's what happens when you turn up your ores to like 300%. Don't ever have to use a prospecting pick because you just run into the stuff you need. If they like all the veggies, you'll buy enough to last a few weeks. That's smart. Use it as kibble toppers, yeah. That's what I've got. Physics adding chicken and rice to their kibble. Because they both have been like a lot of illnesses from switching foods and things. I don't know. I'm not sure the dog food industry is really interested in our pets staying alive. It's only a conspiracy theory when they're out to get you, right? Oh, started it on the next one. So how are we on actual copper? Since that's why I'm doing this. I lost my hole. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. More places underground for things to spawn. Well, I guess that means there'll be less spawning in my face. So that's good. Let me delete all that because we don't need that anymore. Delete, delete, delete. And let's go to maybe this one under the clay because then that'll be resources we need. Was that a ripe berry? Hello, ripe berry. I'm gonna eat you. So we don't have to cook right this second. I realize I'm carrying the torch in my offhand. That's not really conducive to. Well, except y'all can't see and I can't see. There we go. Oh yeah, copper right there. CRT, copper right there. You know Purina is garbage. Several other brands as well. Like, they're just... like... Physics buys the expensive, nice, you know, beef is the first ingredient brands. And Waffles is still riddled with lumps. Like, they're benign right now, but it's not great. We think he has Addison's disease. Possibly said thyroid issues for years. Just can't nail down what exactly is wrong. When you cooked for them, Louis gained weight. Yeah, it's hard to do the, like, puppies don't need to eat like people need to eat, right? And I actually think that I think the thing that the kibble does wrong is it just doesn't give them the nutrition they need. I think you can supplement kibble with veggies and grains and rice in particular. I think you can supplement the kibble and they'll be perfectly fine. I think they're just getting ill because there's very little nutritional value in kibble, right? Am I wrong? It'd be like a person trying to live on cereal. That's just, it might fill you up, but that's not going to give you the vitamins and minerals you need to survive. I'm not that I'm knocking cereal. I freaking love cereal. Just cereal only is not a sustainable diet plan for any creature. So it's good that you give them other stuff, like the cucumbers is hilarious. Right? The $100 a bag for food that's ridiculous. I think that's one of the biggest scams ever invented. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is, and I paid it. My cats, one had medical issues that required prescription food his whole life, like since he was 4. And I paid it because otherwise he was miserable. Now I also fed them people food too. Not people food, real food. Just supplemented. If I cook chicken, they got chicken. If I cook veggies, they got veggies. I say that. One cat liked peas because he was weird. Oh, I was gonna get more. Let me get a little bit more. No, we'll go get more copper. How are we doing? 124. Mostly I want it off my map. And then I think that's too close to the trader. Let's go to this one. How's our rift activity? Medium. Not great. Big hole. Who dis? Yeah, you're too close to that trader. Oh, like maybe here? Here might work. I don't have my shovel. There we go. Been lucky that all of these have been medium. Right now the go-to treat is baby carrots. It's smart. My sister's dog loves carrots. She thinks that is the best treat on the planet. Because that's what they've been giving her since she was a baby. She's like, oh, it's a carrot, it's a carrot, it's a carrot. Good fiber for them. You like the happy crunches? Yeah. The little sound they make. We've talked about happy crunches. Ooh, more copper. Ooh, this is a nice one. One of the other advantages to having copper turned up so high, or the ores turned up so high, is... Where's the hole? You don't ever have to go find, like... If I stumble on the deeper copper deposits, great. And if I don't, it doesn't matter, because there's so much copper up here that I don't have to worry about it. Uh-oh. Can't get you. Yet. I may make one tin bronze